Welcome into WagerTalk TV. I am Drew Martin, joined by Tony Mejia and Dave Koken of WagerTalk.com. We're talking Saturday night football, a good one here. We got the Baltimore Ravens at the Buffalo Bills. Looks like 50 being the total here, Tony. And Buffalo laying mostly -2. There is a couple two in the hooks out there. This is a good one in New York here, Tony. What are you thinking with the Ravens and Bills?
Well, Lamar Jackson finally popped his playoff cherry and got a victory under his belt. And there's going to be 24, 25 mile an hour wind gusts in this one, which to me would normally affect the total. I'd normally be all over going under a total of 50, except that these are two quarterbacks that can take off and run and really change the game. Both Josh Allen and obviously Lamar Jackson have great motors and strong arms that should be able to hold up through those wind gusts. So, if Jackson can find Mark Andrews more successfully than he did in Tennessee, and Allen can continue to hook up with Stephon Diggs, I think both teams will have no trouble moving the football despite the weather. We'll have some snow flurries in place. But again, these are two cold weather teams. They're used to playing outdoors. I don't think it affects anything. It also is one of those games where both kicking games should be effective. So this possibly will be one of those games where whoever has the ball last wins. And my lean, despite the number at 50, would be to the high side. I'm going to extend warm birthday wishes out to Dave Koken as I take it back to you.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to Dave Koken. And Dave, hopefully you got the inside eye here to the Bills and Ravens. Put us on a right side. What are you thinking here with the nightcap on Saturday?
Well, look, I think that this is a game where the Ravens actually match up pretty well with the Bills because they're an excellent running team. And if you're going to find a fly in the Bills' ointment, I think it's defending the run. They can be had on the ground. We saw some of that last weekend in their game that they barely pulled out. You also can look at last week's results in a couple of ways. The Ravens have to feel absolutely great about the way the game started against Tennessee and the fact that they were able to get off the canvas after an early knockdown and come back and win the game. The Bills had the game put away. I mean, they're up 14 points in the fourth quarter, and they came very close to having a bad ending in that football game. I think the Ravens come in with look, the Bills played brilliantly in 6 weeks prior to last week, but it's a different story in the playoffs, and I thought the Bills were the worst they've been in a while last week. They caught lots of breaks that game, even in the first half. And the Ravens, they come out of that game in great shape mentally. And then you go to the matchup itself where the Ravens they're going to run the football. I mean, this is what they want to do. Buffalo's going to have to figure out a way to tighten things up against the run better than they did last week. I think Baltimore's got a real shot to win this game.
Yeah, no disagreement here, Dave. I actually look towards the Ravens as well. And like Tony talked about, it's always, the weather might be an issue here on Saturday night, and it's always a little bit tough to predict. But if it is, very bad weather for the offense, do you think it really helps the Ravens more than the Bills, or there's enough mobility there with Josh Allen, the Bills running game, to where, it's kind of a wash, or even, favor the Bills being at home? Anything there with the weather, Dave?
Nah, not really. I think Allen can throw the ball through anything. I mean, it could be a hurricane out there, and he could get it where he wants. And Jackson's got a strong arm as well, but they're going to focus on the running game. No, I'm not putting much into the weather.
Okay, Dave Koken, the birthday boy, look towards the Ravens. If you like following birthday picks, maybe the Ravens. And also check out WagerTalk.com. We got all access here with Dave Koken, 10 full days all access because it is his birthday, just $68. You can guess how old he is. It's a special one there. Check him out. WagerTalk.com. Handicapper page, Dave Koken. WagerTalk.com. Check it out, guys.